Hello everyone. Today we are going to see an example wherein we will pass journal entry and post them in ledger, and then we will find out the balance of each account and we will ascertain whether it is a debit balance or credit balance. So here is question. From the following transactions, pass journal entries in the books of Anand, post them in ledger, find out the balance of each account and state whether it is a debit balance or credit balance, and also mention the amount. First, let us see the transactions and let us pass journal entries. Here is the first one. April 1st, brought cash rupees 80,000 and personal furniture of rupees 20,000 in the business. So we have already learned how to pass journal entry. So let us see what will be the journal entry for this. Here, cash account will be debited by rupees 80,000, furniture account will be debited by rupees 20,000, and capital account will be credited by rupees 1 lakh. Then date 3rd, deposited rupees 12,000 in bank. Here journal entry would be bank account will be debited by rupees 12,000 and cash account will be debited by rupees 12,000. Then next transaction, date 6th, goods of rupees 10,000 sold to Abhay. Here is the journal entry. Abhay's account will be debited by rupees 10,000 and sales account will be credited by rupees 10,000. Now next, date 9th, purchased goods of rupees 40,000 on cash. Here purchase account will be debited by rupees 40,000 and cash account will be credited by rupees 40,000. Then let us see next one. Date 15th. A check of rupees 10,000 is sent by Abhay, which is deposited in the bank. So here bank account will be debited by rupees 10,000 and Abhay's account will be credited by rupees 10,000. Then date 20, paid rupees 4,000 by check to Shubham agency for an advertisement in a newspaper. So here advertisement expense account will be debited by rupees 4,000 and bank account will be credited by rupees 4,000. So on the basis of journal entries, let us see how many accounts will be prepared. So here it is. First we will write down heading ledger of Anand. Under that, here cash account, as here cash account is affected in first journal entry, then furniture account and capital account are affected. So according to first journal entry, here cash account will be prepared, then furniture account will be prepared, then capital account will be prepared. Then in the second journal entry, bank account and cash account are affected. So as we have already prepared cash account, so we will not repeat it. Here on the basis of second journal entry, we will prepare bank account. So here it is, bank account. Then in the next journal entry, Abhay account and sales account are affected. So here we will prepare Abhay account and sales account. Then purchase account and cash account are affected. Cash account we have already prepared. So here we will prepare purchase account. Then bank account and Abhay account are affected. So both these accounts we have already prepared. So we will not repeat it. Then in next journal entry, advertisement expense account and bank account are affected. Bank account we have already prepared, and here we will prepare advertisement expense account. So here you can see on the basis of these journal entries, there are total 8 accounts are eight accounts are there which will be prepared. Now first let us see posting from journal entry. Now here is first journal entry, cash account debit 80,000, furniture account debit 20,000 and capital account debit 1 lakh. Sorry, capital account credit 1 lakh. Now we know that in journal entry, the account which is debited, posting is done on its debit side, and the account which is credited, posting is done on its credit side. Now this is combined journal entry. Now let us see posting. As in journal entry, cash account is debited. So here we have prepared cash account. So here on debit side, we will record the amount, that is 80,000. And we know that in the column of particulars, the name of an account having corresponding opposite effect is to be shown. So that is capital account. As you can see in the journal entry, here cash account is debited and the name of the account having corresponding opposite effect, that is capital account, that is credit effect. So here in particular column, we will write to capital account. Now from journal entry, you can see that furniture account is debited. So in furniture account, we will record the amount on debit side, and we will, in particular, we will write the name of the account having corresponding opposite effect, that is capital account. So to capital account. Then capital account is credited by rupees 1 lakh. Now here, while posting on the credit side of capital account, there are two accounts having a debit for the same. They are cash account and furniture account respectively. Therefore, on the credit side of capital account, in the column of particulars, both these accounts will be shown. So here it is, our capital account. Here amount will be shown on credit side. In particular column, we will write by cash account, that is 80,000, and by furniture account, that is 20,000. Now our second journal entry is bank account debit 12,000 and cash account is credited by rupees 12,000. So let us see posting here. Here is bank account. Here, as it is debited, so on debit side, we will record the amount, that is 12,000, and in particular column, we will show the name of the account having an opposite effect. So, and that is cash account. So, to cash account will be written in particular column. And in the entry, it is shown that cash account is credited by rupees 12,000. So in cash account, we will record the amount on credit side, and in particular column, we will show the name of the account having an opposite effect, and that is bank account. So in particular column, we will write by bank account. Now date number 6. Here Abhay account is debited by rupees 10,000 and sales account is credited by rupees 10,000. Now let us see posting here. Here, as in the entry, Abhay account is debited by rupees 10,000. So in Abhay account, we will record the amount on debit side, that is 10,000. And in particular column, we will write the name of the account having an opposite effect, and that is sales. So to sales account. Then in sales account, in the entry, sales account is credited. So in sales account, we will record the amount on credit side, and in particular column, we will write the name of the account having an opposite effect, that is debit effect, and that is Abhay's account. So here we will write by Abhay's account. Now next journal entry is purchase account debit to cash account. In the entry, purchase account is debited by rupees 40,000. So we will record the amount on debit side of purchase account, and that is rupees 40,000. And in the particular column, we will write the name of the account having an opposite effect, that is credit effect, and that is cash account. So to cash account will be written in particular column. Then let us see here posting in cash account. Here in the entry, cash account is credited by rupees 40,000. So on credit side of cash account, we will write the amount 40,000, and in particular column, we will write the name of the account having an opposite effect, that is debit effect, and that is purchase account. So here we will write by purchase account. In the next entry, bank account is debited by rupees 10,000 and Abhay's account is credited by rupees 10,000. So in bank account, we will record the amount on debit side. here it is. Amount is 10,000 and in particular column we will write to Abhay's account. Then in Abhay's account, as in journal entry, Abhay account is credited. So in Abhay's account, we will record the amount on credit side, that is rupees 10,000, and in particular column, we will write the name of the account, that is by bank account. Then let us see next journal entry. Here, advertisement expense account is debited by rupees 4,000 and bank account is credited by rupees 4,000. So here is our advertisement expense account, wherein we will record the amount on debit side of advertisement expense account. Here it is 4,000, and in particular column we will write the name of the account having an opposite effect, that is credit effect, and that is bank account. So to bank account will be written on debit side on particular column. Now as in journal entry, bank account is credited by rupees 4,000. So in bank account also, we will record the amount on credit side. Here it is 4,000, and in the particular column, we will write the name of the account having an opposite effect, that is debit effect, and that is advertisement expense account. So in particular column, we will write by advertisement expense account. So here we have done posting from journal entries. Now let us find out the balance of each account. So here, in order to find out the balance of an account, the difference is found out between the totals of amount on debit side and credit side. The amount of this difference is known as a balance of that account, which I have circled. So in each and every account, the circled amount is the amount of difference. Or we can say that a process of preparing a summary of an account at the end of a certain period is known as balancing an account. That is, finding out the balance of that account. Now, as you can see in the cash account here, on credit side, we have two amounts, 12,000 plus 40,000. That comes to 52,000. And on debit side, 80,000 amount is there. So, as you can see here, difference will appear on credit side. That is 80,000 minus 12,000 minus 40,000. That comes to 28,000. So here difference will appear on credit side, as amount on debit side is higher. Here, the amount on debit side exceeds by rupees 28,000. It is said as a debit balance of rupees 28,000. So, in any account, in order to equate the totals of both the sides, the difference as shown here is written as a balance, and totals of both sides get tallied. So here, as you can see here, that amount obtained as a balance, that is rupees 28,000, is written on the side of the account, the total of which is less. Here total of credit side is less. So here 28,000 will appear on credit side. And in the column of particulars, balance carried forward is written, or in short form, we can write by balance CD. And in the date column, last date of the respective month will be written, because generally such balance is found out at the end of a month or a year. Here it is, April month is here, so last date of April month is 30. So here we will write 30. So here balance of the account is also known as the balance at the end or a closing balance. Now closing balance found out, as here we have found out, is treated as an opening balance for the next accounting period. This opening balance is shown on the opposite side of closing balance in an account as its first item. And for this, in the column of particulars, it will be written as a balance brought down. In short, we can write to balance BD, that is 28,000. Now, as here closing balance is appearing on credit side of cash account, so here opening balance is shown on the opposite side, that is on debit side. Here we will write the first date, May 1st, that is first date of the month of a new period. Now let us see in furniture account. Here in furniture account, we have rupees 20,000 on debit side, but there is no amount on credit side. So definitely the difference will appear on credit side, that is 20,000. So here we will write by balance CD carried forward, date April 30. Now this will be the balance, opening balance of the next period, that is we will write to balance brought down, amount 20,000 on debit side, date 2018 May 1st. Now here in capital account, there are two amounts on credit side, 80,000 plus 20,000, that is 1 lakh, and in debit side no amount is there, so here difference will appear on debit side, that is 1 lakh, that is closing balance, and it will be treated as opening balance for the next period. So here we will write by balance brought down, amount 1 lakh. Now in bank account, on debit side we have total amount, that is 12,000 plus 10,000, that comes to 22,000. And on credit side we have 4,000 amount. So here difference will appear on credit side, as here amount in credit side is less. So here 22,000 minus 4,000, that comes to 18,000. 18,000 is the closing balance of bank. So same will be the opening balance for the next new period, that is to balance brought down 18,000 May 1st. One thing you must remember, that the total amount which is higher will be written on both the sides. Here, as the total amount on debit side is higher, that is 22,000, so it will be written on both the sides, and difference will be written on the side where the total amount is less. Now let us see in Abhay's account. Here on debit side of Abhay's account, 10,000 amount is there, and on credit side also there is 10,000 amount. Here on both the sides amount are equal. That means there is no difference of amounts, and therefore in this account no balance is left out. Therefore balance will not be there. So this account is said as squared up or settled. So here this account will be set as squared up or settled. Similarly, you can see that in sales account, here difference is appearing on debit side, that is closing balance. Now in purchase account, here difference is appearing on credit side. Then in advertisement expense account, here difference is appearing on credit side. While getting balances of different accounts, it can be observed that we get debit balance of certain accounts and credit balance for some others. Based on the rules of debit and credit of double entry bookkeeping system and on transactions, mostly balances of all accounts have a fixed and definite nature of balance, either debit or credit. Now let us see which account has debit balance and which account has credit balance. Here from the ledger you can see that here in cash account has debit balance, that is 28,000. Then furniture account has debit balance here, to balance brought down, that is 20,000. Now let us check here Purchase account has debit balance of rupees 40,000. Then bank account has debit balance of rupees 18,000. Then advertisement expense account has debit balance of rupees 4,000. So we will mention it here. First, we will make 3 columns. First one is accounts having debit balance, then accounts having credit balance, then squared up account. That means account having no balance. So under this category, that means accounts having debit balance, we have cash account, amount is 28,000, furniture account, amount is 20,000, bank account, amount is 18,000, purchase account, amount is 40,000, then advertisement expense account, amount is 4,000. Then let us see accounts having credit balance. Here we have capital account. You can see here it has credit balance of rupees 1 lakh. Then we have sales account wherein we have credit balance. Here it is, amount 10,000. So here we will show it. Accounts having credit balance, that is capital account, amount is 1 lakh. Then sales account, amount is 10,000. Then squared up account. Here you can see here Abhay's account, that is squared up. That means in Abhay account no balances left. So here we will write account name, that is Abhay account. So in this way, balance of each account is found out. I hope it is clear to you all. Thank you very much.